agree to disagree, that's what I'm always gonna do. Cause I refuse to let opinions take me out of my mood. You can't control shit.
Welcome back to the second episode of the My Right May Be Your Wrong podcast, where open minds meet and closed minds reap. So, I appreciate everyone that checked out the first episode, and I appreciate the feedback. So we had technical difficulties with the first episode regarding sound and audio. I realized during the episode I was getting a little too comfortable, and I was forgetting to speak into the mic. So with that being said, we're going to do better this episode. Shout out to the people that commented. Okay, let's get into these giveaways for the week. I appreciate the 2 people that have commented so far on the first episode. I'm not tripping because I know with consistency more people come, and I appreciate the people that have supported. And with that being said, I want to give the first comment winner to Bolito Crayon. He was the first person to comment and also the first person to acknowledge my audio, so that let me know that he was really watching the episode. And for best comment, I wanted to shout out E97933, and that's simply because he actually commented on the topics that I was discussing on the first episode. So yes, you guys can go to the My Right May Be Your Wrong podcast section of my website, www.moralminds.net, and you can pick you out a piece of merch or service that you would like through my hub. So yeah, get back at me. So like I said, each episode we're giving out merch and services for the first comment and the best comment. So yeah, leave some comments this week, y'all. Chop it up with me. Let me know how y'all feeling about certain topics. Let me know how y'all feel about the episode. Don't forget to hit my website and shop with my brand Moral Minds. This is my Tables Turn hoodie that I have on right here. Then I got it in the back. I'm put it up in the description. Shop with your girl, you know. We got some stuff for the men and the women. Unisex, t-shirts, hoodies, socks, joggers. Get at me. Before I get started though, I want you all to hit that like and subscribe button so you know we can get some money rolling in over here. Okay, so let's get into a game. The theme of this week's episode is knowledge is power. Yeah, just this overall theme because it's a lot of new things that I learned over the past couple of weeks regarding our different categories. And like you all know, as I said before, I do not like talking about the same things. So I'm going to give y'all a little of my knowledge and the power that I've obtained over the last couple of weeks. So let's get into our first category of the night, and that would be entertainment. So I don't know if you all know, but Mike Tyson and Jake Paul is set to have an exhibition match in the next few months. And me personally and a lot of other people, we feel like this is definitely just for entertainment. Because I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to Mike Tyson over the last few years, but that man still got it. He still got it. I got my money on Mike every time, especially with a little whippersnapper like Jake Paul. So yeah, like I said, y'all check that out if y'all want to check it out, because we all know it's not real. Because if it was real, Mike Tyson. Okay, so let's get into the business and politics segments of this episode. Theme, knowledge is power. So in recent news, I don't know if you have paid attention, but they have passed the bill to try to ban TikTok. And it's funny because Democratic Jeff Jackson has been promoting and exploiting this situation through TikTok. It's funny, like, you know, it's contradictory. You guys want it gone, but you guys are definitely using it to get your information out. So if you're smart, or even if you're somebody who can just read between the lines, you can definitely tell that they're taking TikTok for the same pro that they're using it for now, to get information out there and to receive information. We do a lot of receiving information through there, so it's clear as day it's a control thing. Pros and cons to everything in life. We all as people just have to strengthen our mind and decide if this is going to contradict our morals or our values. That's all dependent upon the person. If it don't do that, then I don't see what's the problem. But you gotta have a grip on anything in life. Too much of anything is bad for you. So I don't really think there's nothing wrong with social media. I just think people need to learn how to detox sometimes. Women's History Month, I wanted to shout out Missy Elliott, born July 1st, 1971 in Portsmouth, Virginia. Yeah. She's a Cancer too. You know, my rising is in Cancer. But I love Missy because she's passionate and she's a Jane of all trades like myself. She produces, she sings, she raps, she dances. Like, Missy Elliott is the shit. And then it's like, I personally like her harmonies, her singing more so than anything. And like one of my favorite songs she produced was Jasmine Sullivan, I Need You Bad. I love her on that Nobody's Perfect with J. Cole. So yeah, shout out to Missy Elliott, one of the greatest artists of all time. So recently it was a discrepancy in my city, a little uproar with Twins Auto Sales. Apparently this is a used car dealership that has been playing people for years in the city of Detroit. And people are tired of that shit. I told y'all it's the age of Aquarius in my first episode. So yeah, people was tired of Twins this year. But outside of the people being tired, it was something I had come, that sparked my interest to even share with everybody. And it was the difference with A lots versus B lots, used car lots. Because I feel like that's where a lot of people go wrong from the get-go, is going to these B lot used car dealerships where they'll play you like this, versus like going to an A lot or a specific, used car dealership. You get a lot more perks, a lot more pros to things as far as warranties and even add-ons to your car. So from live and learn experience, if I could give anyone advice who has had problems with used car lots, I would specifically say go to an A lot first. Because like I said, usually the warranties are a lot better. They actually adhere to their guidelines. There don't be no twisted shit. Because they're A lot. They got way more of a reputation to uphold. So like I said, if I can give a little bit of advice, I would say go to an A lot over a B lot. Stop going to these janky ass car lots. And then another thing, like my stepdaddy used to always say, if it's too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, it is. So let's move to our next segment, which is love in relationships. So if you're not following me on Facebook or my friend on Facebook, follow me now so you can keep up with certain topics and polls that I ask throughout the week and talk about on the show. So in this category, I had asked, do you prefer a BBL over a natural flat ass? Now, for the most part, mostly all the men in my comments, they say natural. They'll take a natural ass. They'll take a natural flat ass. Give me a patty cake and a pancake. Then we had a nice, few amount of people that said they'd rather have a BBL, Just give me a nice BBL. Me personally, I'm just all for what looks good. Like, if it appeals to me, it appeals to me. Whether it was a BBL or natural. I'm not a man, but I'm just saying, listen, I'll be looking at women, and me personally, like, it's all about what looks good to me. But when it all comes down to it, if your personality is ugly, I don't care how fine you are, I don't care what you got going. If you're arrogant, if you're rude, you're disrespectful, you become ugly as fuck to me. So at the end of the day, it really wouldn't matter if you had a BBL or a pancake if I couldn't get past the fact of actually fucking liking you for you. I also wanted to get into the word contradiction, the actual meaning of it. So I put the Google definition up because a lot of people don't know when they're contradicting themselves. And I just wanted to give a good example of when to read between the lines of when you're contradicting yourself. Because the moment you have a question where somebody asks you, do you like this or do you like that? The moment you say, I like this but, B-U-T, but, your statement becomes a contradiction. Because it's either you're going to like this or you're going to like that. The but makes it a contradiction. See, I'm a direct person, for the most part. If a person, like I said, if a person asks me this or that, I'm going to pick one or the other. Otherwise, it ain't one or the other. So it wouldn't be me if I didn't knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. You all know I sing too. I rap. I'm an artist. So I need y'all to take the time out to look at this snippet of my R&B song, Genuine, produced by Dagger Beats. Yeah, girl be singing on the side too.
I ain't trying to play with your mental, never play in the middle. I'ma give it to you straight, baby. I ain't into no fiddles. You so used to all them bitches on some bullshit. Hard to read between the lines, your heart too full clear. I ain't trying to play with your mental, never play in the middle.
Okay, so let's get into these random facts. So like I said before, random facts is things that I'm just finding out that I never really knew or never paid attention to. So the random fact for this episode is tab versus tag. Do you call the little pieces of sticker that you have on your license plate a tab or a tag? Because I thought it was a tag. I've always called it a tag. That's what it seems like to me. But apparently it's really a tab. T-A-B. Tab. I don't know if you all knew that. I don't know if some people even cared. But according to the government and the way things are set up out here, it's tab. But if you get pulled over and your tab is expired or canceled or whatever, it don't matter what it is. If it's a tab, they don't care what you call it at that point. Your ass gonna be in trouble. So make sure you guys keep your tabs. So according to today.com, Five Guys has been receiving backlash for their high-ass burgers and fries. They have said recent reports, today.com says recent reports of people, having a problem with buying these high-ass burgers. A man just recently spent almost $25 for a bacon cheeseburger. I don't even know if he had cheese on it. A drink and some fries? Yeah, it came to like $25. Crazy, right? And then they said back in about 2019 in Arbor, the burgers rose about 13.9%. 2 years later, about 2-3% higher than McDonald's. I really didn't care for the comparison to McDonald's because I don't feel like you can compare McDonald's to Five Guys simply off the strength because they have real beef. They didn't think they should have picked somebody else. But all in essence, that shit's still too high. Five Guys is high enough to make you go back home and make your own burger. I think what me and my sister just went like 6 months ago. I ain't been in years. And yes, it's pretty out of control. So you guys let me know. Is Five Guys too high for y'all? Today.com didn't even have to tell us that. Us as humans, the people I know, we all been saying Five Guys been high. Now it's getting out of control high. I really just go in there for the fries at this point because that's what really be hitting. Fries and that peanut oil. Y'all didn't know that, right? Did y'all know that's the secret to them Five Guys fries? Peanut oil. So with that being said, save you some money, go buy you some peanut oil and a bag of potatoes, and you will be straight. So knowledge is definitely power, because I did not know Colin Carter was the stylist of Cardi B and some of your favorite artists like Victoria Monet. Yeah, like, I'm just getting hip to that, and I wanted to share some of these dope looks with you all because we don't give the stylist enough credit. Whole time I be thinking, I'm like, Cardi B be wearing that shit, she be coming out here in that shit whole time. It be they stylists. We be forgetting, like, you gotta get credit where it's due, and homie be putting some looks together. Y'all check him out. Colin Carter putting that shit on. And I don't know if y'all hip or not, but Jocelyn just dropped the crackhead line. I mean the cocaine line. And she want y'all to buy that shit. I just feel like she's capitalizing off what y'all already call her. Is it immoral to some? Yes. Is it smart marketing for her? Yeah, because y'all gonna say she do crack anyway, so she might as well sell it. I mean, coke, not crack. Crack is wet. Coke. I don't know what she do, but she got a line. Shout out. So this week, I want to give a shout out to my homie, my brother, Big Key, the producer. If you never heard of Big Key, the producer, follow him now and visit his website, www.uqent.com. Check him out. one of the dopest producers in the city. Got some snippets right here for y'all to see. He's produced plenty of my tracks, shot a few of my videos. He's a jack of all trades. He cut hair, he make beats, he do it all. But one of the greatest things he does and passionate about to this day is making music. Whether that's producing it, like I said, engineering it, he gonna do it all. Shooting your video. My homie, my Aquarius friend. So yeah, y'all go follow Big.
Agree to disagree, that's what I'm always gonna do. Cause I refuse to let opinions take me out of my mood. You can't control shit.